not working. Oh my god. Yes. A little sneak peek of the lawnmower. And I'm going to build today possibly the world's first RC car towed lawnmower. Let's get to it. Okay, so this motor came out from a hand drill, so we got to, first things first, we got to unsolder the switch from the motor. Here's the moment of truth, everybody. We're going to see if the motor works. And it works. Right, so let's see if we can get this pinion gear off. Looks like it's budging. Come on. There we go. Okay, so the plan is, we've thought this through a lot. Now we've taken off the pinion gear, we're actually going to have to silver solder the pinion gear onto the blade, and then just hammer it onto the motor, because that goes on very tight. So, silver soldering, what we're doing is heating up where the silver and flux is, make it flow around the spur gear thingamabob and onto the blade, and they'll fuse together. That's a good. There we go, that's our blades. That's the blade all riveted together. And that will go onto the motor. Right, so I've decided the platform is going to be 9 inches wide and the wheels are 2.5 wide, so that's going to come up to 14 inches width in total. It's going to be 12 inches long, and that's just the wiring diagram. Just a simple, no bearings or anything, we don't really need that. As you can see, that hardwood which I've cut and drilled spins nicely on that axle, and there's a spacer in between there, brass spacer with a washer, and that's just going to be drilled onto the bottom of the platform. So let's carry on building this lawnmower. Right, so we've figured out where the blade's going to go up to with the compass. Drawn a line, not sure if you can see that. Yeah, there we go. So that there's clearance between the blade spinning round and where the wheels are going to be supported. I've taken out a chunk that one didn't go very well because there was a nail in it, so I had to pull that out, which is why it's wonky and not very nicely done. There we go. As you can see, that's the first wheel done. So we've got a hole for the motor. That. There's like a. It's going to be difficult to show you, but this thing here. Take that off. What we're going to do is weld tabs on there to stop it falling through the hole that I just showed you, which will keep it in place. Right, see what we're doing here? Don't know if you can figure that out. As you can see, we've just tack welded the motor cover to those brackets there. Now we're going to show you some welding, so if you've got epilepsy or anything like that, just skip. Guys, moment of truth. As you can see there, where the motor's going to go, I've filed out because the welds on these might get in the way. So there's an air vent in the motor, so we've used sticky pad to put a lid over it, so there's still air ventilation and grass won't go in it now. Now it's all coming together. Got to screw the motor in. As you can see on the body, there's some holes which will be very useful because I've made a template for the hitch. So there'll be a hole, screw there, there and there, and then the hook will come down. And now to make the real thing, let's go. Right, so here's the hook, here's the plate, and now we've just got to get welding. Let's go. Right, let's get this hook welded onto the plate. Obviously it needs cleaning up, but to be honest, I'm really happy with the way that's come out. Welding is really not easy. You'll know what I mean if you ever try welding. Once it's cleaned up, it should look good, but it's not too spotty. It's fused together nicely. So now we'll get on with the rest of what we've got to do. Now we've got to get this hitch onto the back of the car. So I've cleaned it up. Let's get going.
Yeah. Unknown Brain. Marvin Divine. I'm saying bye to all the lies and all the times you cried, saying that I wasn't right, yet I was right by your side. You manipulator, playing games, your friends commentators, and I don't know what you say about our private conversations, but it's got them hating. Thanks to all the rumors you be claiming. It's cool, I'm done with you, so they can throw you a celebration. You gon' hate it when you see me with somebody living better. I'm trying to tell you that me just doing me gon' have you jealous.
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, yeah. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
Yeah, my life is lovely now, I'm focused on me. You said you were about to die, I guess the car is on E. But see, I ain't even tripping, cause I just chose to believe that somebody gon' come around and give me just what I need. I don't wanna see you finding, see you looking down and out, coming to me crying, saying you miss having me around. Gave you chances and you blew it, you so easily influenced. All the times you told me beat it, now you gotta face the music. I'm saying
I know that I gotta stay away from all your games, yeah. I know that I found somebody else to love me one day, yeah. You'll realize the grass ain't greener on the other side, no. You did me dirty for the last time, so now I gotta say goodbye. So now I gotta say
It's never gonna be perfect. As you can probably see, the blade's gonna come down to about there, so I'm gonna have to move the axle back a little bit. So here it is, the final thing. All finished. The blade's on, all sharpened. The grass cover is on. The wiring is all done. Battery tray is in. And now I've got to start it up. So absolutely crazy. So by the time I'd mown a section of the lawn, I'd realised this plastic connector had just melted, had just gone blip. And so as you can see, I've put a much chunkier one on there now, quite a bit bigger, so that should cope. I didn't video putting the blade on and the red grass cover there, because I had a bit missing from my tripod. I've got it now though. So yeah, come on. Possibly the world's first RC car towed lawnmower. Surely that's worth a subscribe. Like, anyway, if you haven't already done so, don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and I will hopefully catch you in the next video.